this one. Are you ready for this? A groundbreaking discovery of literally biblical proportions. What you are looking at, if you can make it out there, it could be Noah's Ark. And they're not kidding about this. The one from the Bible is the one I referred to. A team of Christian explorers say that they are 99.9% sure that what they found are parts of the legendary ship beneath snow and volcanic debris near a peak of a mountain in Turkey. Eric Klein is an archaeologist and professor at George Washington University, and he joins us now. Eric, good to have you here.
Thank you.
So you say, astonishingly to me, because I'm very cynical, even though I would love it to be Noah's Ark. I mean, what could be cooler than that, right?
Right.
You say that there's a pretty good chance that they did find that this is it.
Well, actually, I'm getting more skeptical by the hour.
You are?
This is, yes, this is the type of documentation where they've done what we call published by press conference. It should have come out in a scientific journal. It should have been vetted by independent scholars, things like that. And as criticism is growing in newspaper reports and across the blogosphere of what these guys have, they haven't responded yet, and nobody's seen their data. So the longer it remains, the more skeptical I grow. Well, they're claiming that they have carbon-14 dates that date this wood back to 4800 BCE. Where is that carbon-14 dates? Release the data to us. Where's the actual site? They haven't actually said where the site is. I mean, none of this is what a scientific researcher does. So the longer this goes on, the more inclined I am to lump this in the category of pseudoscience or maybe even a hoax. I mean, it's sounding worse and worse for them. I would say the ball is almost in their court now to back up their... Yeah, to prove it, exactly.
I just thought it was kind of comical to say they're 99.5% sure that they found Noah's Ark. I mean, you know, that leaves the other 0.5%, I guess, which means maybe it's not. But let me ask you this.
Exactly.
As you say, you know, these kind of findings have happened before. Is it possible that there would be, that it would still exist? What would you find if you did find it? You know, after all of these years, what might be left of the Ark, Doctor?
Yeah, after all of these years, that's part of the problem, is that the Ark, if it ever existed, and of course there's a huge debate as to whether it even existed, but let's say for argument's sake that it did exist, something that's 5,000 years old made out of wood more than likely disintegrated a very long time ago. And even if it did survive, it may well have been converted into something else. I mean, that's an awful lot of wood that would have been used in the Ark, and there's not going to be an awful lot of wood left after Noah lands on his mountain. So I would have thought that he would...
It was a big flood, too, don't forget.
And absolutely, with the big flood and everything's gone, I would have presumed that he would have dismantled the Ark and we'd be looking for a house or something rather than an Ark. But the chances of finding something made of wood that's that old, unless it's in Egypt where it's preserved by the desert, or unless it's at, say, the bottom of the Black Sea where there's no ocean and there's no organisms to eat the wood. Otherwise, you're going to be hard-pressed. You know, you might find someone like Utsi the Iceman, but to find a huge Ark, I'm skeptical.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we're gonna keep looking. It sounds like, based on your assessment here. Doctor, good to have you with us, Dr. Klein. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
He's in the skeptical category.
Yeah.
Could you tell?
近日，一支探险队在土耳其东部的亚拉拉特山附近找到了疑似传说中的诺亚方舟残骸。测试发现，遗迹的年代可以追溯到4800年前，恰好是创世纪中诺亚方舟存在的时期。北京台编辑报道。
昨天，由中国香港人和土耳其人组成的探索队在京召开发布会，称在土耳其东部的亚拉腊山高于海拔4000米的冰川进行挖掘，成功进入一个巨型木结构。荷兰著名探索家格利特·艾顿称，他有大量石狮显示，土耳其东部的亚拉腊山上发现的木结构就是传说中的诺亚方舟。
As I studied the subject of Noah's Ark for 35 years, and I found many details that exactly match this find.
探险队分析认为，亚拉腊山上气候严寒，3000多米以上从没有人类建屋居住的遗迹，加上当地世代沿袭以泥砖建屋，木材是罕有建材，因此过去发现的零散木块都是来自方舟。 香港探索队员袁文辉表示，此次發現的突破在於探索隊成功進入巨型木結構。
首先呢，就最初呢係我哋其實係一個製作嘅機構嚟嘅，即係拍好多紀錄片啊咁樣。咁咧就喺香港我哋有一個主題公園啦，就好似一隻挪亞方舟咁樣嘅形狀。咁啊根據聖經裏邊所記載嘅尺寸呢，去做咗出嚟。
其實前些年就曾有科學家宣布過類似發現，但一直未得到考古界的認同。儘管如此，有報道稱，土耳其當地官員對此相當重視，擬將來把發現申請列入聯合國世界文化遺產。北京台報道。
好，下面说说诺亚方舟吧。这诺亚方舟呢，说在历史文献中的记载已经超过了2000年了。而那部电影2012的推波助澜呢，也让现在大家对诺亚方舟的兴趣是有增无减。传说诺亚方舟在大洪水之后停泊在土耳其的亚拉腊山上。而就在昨天，说土耳其这个亚勒省政府在北京宣布，一支由香港和土耳其联合组成的方舟探险队就在这座山上，还真发现了诺亚方舟。
昨天，由中国香港人和土耳其人组成的探索队在京召开发布会，称在土耳其东部的亚拉腊山高于海拔4000米的冰川进行挖掘，成功进入一个巨型木结构。荷兰著名探索家格利特·艾顿称，他有大量石狮显示，土耳其东部的亚拉腊山上发现的木结构就是传说中的诺亚方舟。
As I studied the subject of Noah's Ark for 35 years, and I found many details that exactly match this find.
探险队分析认为，亚拉腊山上气候严寒，3000多米以上从没有人类建屋居住的遗迹，加上当地世代沿袭以泥砖建屋，木材是罕有建材，因此过去发现的零散木块都是来自方舟。香港探索隊員袁文輝表示，此次發現的突破在於探索隊成功進入巨型木結構。
首先呢，就最初呢係我哋其實係一個製作嘅機構嚟嘅，即係拍好多紀錄片啊咁樣。咁咧就喺香港我哋有一個主題公園啦，就好似一隻挪亞方舟咁樣嘅形狀。咁啊根據聖經裏邊所記載嘅尺寸呢，去做咗出嚟。
其實前些年就曾有科學家宣布過類似發現，但一直未得到考古界的認同。儘管如此，有報道稱，土耳其當地官員對此相當重視，擬將來把發現申請列入聯合國世界文化遺產。北京台報道。
近日，一支探险队在土耳其东部的亚拉拉特山附近找到了疑似传说中的诺亚方舟残骸。测试发现，遗迹的年代可以追溯到4800年前，恰好是创世纪中诺亚方舟存在的时期。北京台编辑报道。
昨天，由中国香港人和土耳其人组成的探索队在京召开发布会，称在土耳其东部的亚拉腊山高于海拔4000米的冰川进行挖掘，成功进入一个巨型木结构。荷兰著名探索家格利特·艾顿称，他有大量石狮显示，土耳其东部的亚拉腊山上发现的木结构就是传说中的诺亚方舟。
As I studied the subject of Noah's Ark for 35 years, and I found many details that exactly match this find.
探险队分析认为，亚拉腊山上气候严寒，3000多米以上从没有人类建屋居住的遗迹，加上当地世代沿袭以泥砖建屋，木材是罕有建材，因此过去发现的零散木块都是来自方舟。香港探索队員袁文輝表示，此次發現的突破在於探索隊成功進入巨型木結構。
首先呢，就最初呢係我哋其實係一個製作嘅機構嚟嘅，即係拍好多紀錄片啊咁樣。咁咧就喺香港我哋有一個主題公園啦，就好似一隻挪亞方舟咁樣嘅形狀。咁啊根據聖經裏邊所記載嘅尺寸呢，去做咗出嚟。
其實前些年就曾有科學家宣布過類似發現，但一直未得到考古界的認同。儘管如此，有報道稱，土耳其當地官員對此相當重視，擬將來把發現申請列入聯合國世界文化遺產。北京台報道。
下面说说诺亚方舟吧。这诺亚方舟呢，说在历史文献中的记载已经超过了2000年了。而那部电影2012的推波助澜呢，也让现在大家对诺亚方舟的兴趣是有增无减。传说诺亚方舟在大洪水之后停泊在土耳其的亚拉腊山上。而就在昨天，说土耳其这个亚勒省政府在北京宣布，一支由香港和土耳其联合组成的方舟探险队就在这座山上，还真发现了诺亚方舟。
昨天，由中国香港人和土耳其人组成的探索队在京召开发布会，称在土耳其东部的亚拉腊山高于海拔4000米的冰川进行挖掘，成功进入一个巨型木结构。荷兰著名探索家格利特·艾顿称，他有大量石狮显示，土耳其东部的亚拉腊山上发现的木结构就是传说中的诺亚方舟。
As I studied the subject of Noah's Ark for 35 years, and I found many details that exactly match this find.
探险队分析认为，亚拉腊山上气候严寒，3000多米以上从没有人类建屋居住的遗迹，加上当地世代沿袭以泥砖建屋，木材是罕有建材，因此过去发现的零散木块都是来自方舟。香港探索队员袁文辉表示，此次发现的突破在于探索队成功进入巨型木结构。
首先呢，就最初呢係我哋其實係一個製作嘅機構嚟嘅，即係拍好多紀錄片咁樣。咁咧就喺香港我哋有一個主題公園啦，就好似一隻挪亞方舟咁樣嘅形狀。咁根據聖經裏邊所記載嘅尺寸咧，去做咗出嚟。
其實前些年就曾有科學家宣布過類似發現，但一直未得到考古界的認同。儘管如此，有報道稱，土耳其當地官員對此相當重視，擬將來把發現申請列入聯合國世界文化遺產。北京台報道。
wood， 好整齊，同相裏邊嗰嚿突咗出嚟嗰個，我哋叫做接駁位啊，個筍口位嗰度。呢啲全部都係冰封咗。我相信咧，佢嘅背後呢度咧，就係成個 structure 落到下邊，因為呢度好平。個鏡頭 plan 到啦，你見到啊，好齊整嘅，好齊整，好靚嘅。呢個就係入筍位啦，木嚟嘅，唔係石，響嘅。OK。Wood, yeah, it's wood. 冰封，然後筍位，我一陣會喺呢度上翻嚟，我哋去第二個位置。喺度講間好窄嘅。
而家落緊嚟啦，係啊，嗱，見到兩邊都係牆係木，但係下邊咧，下邊係咪木嚟嘅咧？我都見到側邊嗰啲都係木嚟嘅。呢個都係筍口位嚟嘅。
我已經進入咗方舟嘅遺骸嘅內籠。我見到嘅咧就係一條木嘅樓梯，呢度係一條木嘅樓梯，聽唔聽到有木聲？好，嗱，我諗大家再望上去上邊，見唔見到一條木？呢度一條木，呢度嗱一條差唔多成2、3米嘅長木。
multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man, and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof. With lower, second, and third stories shalt thou make it. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh wherein is the breath of life from under heaven. And everything that is in the earth shall die. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind, of every creeping thing of the earth after his kind, 2 of every sort shall come unto thee, to keep them alive. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee. And it shall be for food for thee and for them. Thus did Noah. According to all that God commanded him, so did he. Chapter 7. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by 7s the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by 2 the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by 7s the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark, because of the waters of the flood. Of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth, there went in 2 and 2 unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days, that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the selfsame day entered Noah, and Shem, and Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them, into the ark. They, and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as God had commanded him. And the Lord shut him in. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth. And the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the earth. And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. And every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land, died. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Chapter 8. And God remembered Noah, and every living thing, and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. And the fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained. And the waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the 1st day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Also he sent forth a dove from him to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. Then he put forth his hand, and took her, and pulled her in unto him into the ark. And he stayed yet other 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. And he stayed yet other 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. And it came to pass, in the 601st year, in the 1st month, the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, was the earth dried. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou, and thy wife, and thy sons wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds, went forth out of the ark. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savour. And the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake. For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living, as I have done. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. Chapter